Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading from the Daily News, New York Daily News, an opinion from an opinion article from the Daily News editorial board. Okay, Bragg's bad choice. A prosecutor shines new light on his Trump decision. What's the bad choice they're talking about? The New York Daily News wants Trump to be charged. They want criminal indictments against Trump. Check out the segment prior to this one at 8 a.m. The Georgia probe is eventually going to end without criminal indictments. Trump didn't commit a crime. He went through his attorneys. He acted in a way that Democrats deem to be reprehensible, although they acted in almost the same way in 2016. They had a public service announcement with celebrities begging officials to act in the same manner Trump was trying to get these officials to behave. Anyway, the two chances, the greatest likelihood, which is not, the chances aren't great, that Trump ever gets indicted would be on the state level, either in New York or Georgia. New York, they obviously can't find any financial crimes because the man didn't commit a crime. They're trying to, what they do with these investigations is they say, well, we're investigating Trump. And then the average person says, my goodness, he's a criminal. He must be this rampant, he must engage in rampant criminality. He's being investigated everywhere. Yeah, well, they can't find a crime. They're investigating the existence of a crime. You don't have to do so with Hunter's emails or with Clinton's top secret intelligence on private servers. Hunter, the emails are actual, admissions of guilt. And then the top secret intelligence on servers running outside of the United States government, you can't do that. There's no way to transfer that top secret intel. See, again, Democrats and media don't care. I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. But anyway, I explained in the segment prior to this one that they're not going to indict Trump in Georgia. There's always a chance that they can throw out an indictment and then lose a trial just to get the media coverage and to knock him out of 2024. There's a chance that happens. I don't think it's going to, but I want to give my viewers that possible reality. But I don't think that they'll indict Trump. The man didn't commit a crime. If he had committed a crime, he would have been in prison a long time ago. Because you have never-Trumpers and you have Democrats and you have the entire American political system after this man. On the other hand, Clinton did commit crimes with top-secret intelligence on private servers. Even Comey stated, well, we found top-secret and special access info, but there was no intent there. So she had Comey basically covering up any criminal indictment. Trump doesn't have that luxury. Again, like I said, I want a Hillary Trump 2024. That'd be fantastic. And I think that's eventually going to happen, by the way. But anyway, with Hunter, he's being investigated by the federal government. He was since 2018. But, of course, he's Joe's son, so he doesn't get treated. That's the privilege. When Democrats and the left say, oh, privilege, it's the privilege they have, that they possess, that they try to, it's like a sleight of hand. Look at the privilege that you possess. This way you won't see the privilege we possess. Anyway, Bragg's bad choice. A prosecutor shines a new light on his Trump decision. This is basically discussing why it's so terrible that Alvin Bragg in New York, the district attorney, didn't indict Trump. And they even write who either chickened out or didn't care enough to fight. Wow. So they're just going after anyone that just can't find a crime. Hit subscribe, by the way, to this channel. Go to the segment prior to this one at 8 a.m. I have segments at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. every single day on this channel. Go to the stock market crash channel. I've had several segments already on there. I predicted all of that in the Federalist in October of 2021. Read that article below in the description. If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below, ladies and gentlemen, to my new Patreon. Thank you so very, very much. If you want to give a super thanks, the super thanks button is right next to the like and the share button if you enjoy this segment. And go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications. Be here for the live stream tonight at around 9:15. But here it goes, as Attorney General Merrick Garland and Justice Department professionals ponder charging Donald Trump with felony charges for his apparent crimes. See, that doesn't, these are semantic games. This is like what writers do when they just can't really find anything that Trump did. You know, it's a way of being verbose without actually accusing him of specific legal statutes that he broke. Like, you could do that with Hunter, you could do that with Hillary. 18 U.S. Code 371, Hunter, numerous laws pertaining to financial transactions. But here, it's like his apparent crimes? Oh, really? Apparent? Okay, well, they're apparently there. Are there things that you could say that he did that were criminal? It is a criminal act to weigh allegedly illegal narcotics on a video. Nobody says, gosh, he apparently weighed the illegal narcotics. No. Hunter is in the video, apparently, allegedly, because if it's could be doctored, who knows? But not everything can be doctored. I mean, he has videos, photos, emails, whatever. You can't, with Democrats, the crimes are there. The fact that they don't get indicted, that's another story. You need a James Comey for that. Trump doesn't have that luxury, like I said. But again, the pendulum is swinging, so don't say, nothing's ever going to happen, because look, they can't indict Trump. And in a perverse, in a distorted way, the left says, oh my God, nothing's ever going to happen with Trump also. So you have to both political sides want the other side, primarily because Democrats started all of this with the Mueller probe, the U.S. intel agency going after an American president. Interesting. Never happened before. Well, never happened before. Let's just leave it at that. But anyway, despite his predecessor, Cy Vance, beating Trump at the U.S. Supreme Court twice to win grand jury access to Trump's bank records, Bragg, who had called for Vance to resign his office, let the prosecution of Trump fritter away. Once again, Trump skates. It's like, maybe he skates because there's no crime. Daily News. And I like the Daily News, actually. I don't agree with them, but it's a good publication. Vance brought in a white-collar crime expert. On their podcast, law professors express absolute certainty that Trump is guilty. Based on what? Based on suspicion, not actually criminal behavior. Notice they're never suspicious. See, if you have suspicion that Trump is capable of anything, then yeah, he's guilty. But see, you don't need suspicion to realize that Clinton, for example, with top secret intelligence on private servers, or Hunter with criminality within the videos and photos. You don't need suspicion. It's actually there. With Trump, you have to say, oh, well, I don't even know what they're pointing to. And it came to the fabrication of Trump's financial statements. What fabrication? Again, without going into details, we thought he had lots of it without going into details. That's the thing. Like in a mob family, nothing happens in Trump world without Trump. Nothing happens in Clinton world or Biden world without the big man, according to one of the emails, getting 10% of Hunter's business deals. So it's and that's within an actual email. This isn't just hyperbole. He's a mobster. Trump, he's a big, a criminal organization headed by Trump. And it's if he committed a crime, they would have indicted him. But he didn't commit a crime. And again, if he commits an actual crime, and he has the director of the FBI going to bat for him and actually saying he didn't intentionally work with the Kremlin, gosh, that would be a different story. It was a case that Bragg should have brought and likely would have won. No, he would not have won, and Trump would have probably brought other billionaires to back him and say, okay, yeah, these are my real estate competitors. Let's see if they do the same things. While Bragg says the probe continues, either indict Trump or drop it. The probe continues in name only. It's already ended. They have nothing on Trump. So, just like in Georgia, they have nothing. What they do is they say, we're investigating Trump. And then half the country says he's being investigated. He did something. With Democrats, they say, we investigated. We couldn't find intent, though. But the top secret intel, happened to get on those servers. We don't know how. Hit subscribe to this channel. Be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And the pendulum is slowly swinging. And people say, oh, nothing's ever going to happen. Impeachment is next year. Okay. If you watch this channel, I am like a fervent Democratic Party partisan and loyalist compared to Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert or Matt Gaetz or Jim Jordan or Rand Paul or Ron Johnson or any Trump Republican. Trump Republicans are going to take over the House and Senate, and they are going to devote their entire existence to investigating actual crimes. It's not going to be difficult. Then Democrats are going to say, oh yeah, well, those emails don't show anything. You can't prove anything. It's like, well, you're not suspicious of banking transactions and emails of hundreds of millions of dollars flowing in to Hunter's businesses with emails that actually show very, very, actually blatant, not just suspicious, blatant quid pro quo relationships. You're not suspicious of that. But God forbid, Trump, I haven't even really accused him of anything. They just say, well, he did something, and we think that from a New York Times investigation or Washington Post investigation, he did something. He didn't commit a crime. If he committed a crime, he would have been indicted already. It's not that difficult, my God almighty. Give me your thoughts below. I mean, there's a difference between investigating and then trying to hide the crime under the investigation and investigating and finding nothing and investigating only for public relations purposes, which is what happens with Trump. When they investigate with Democrats, it's like, okay, we have to investigate because there's obvious criminality. Hunter's going to get either a plea deal, and like I said, Comey with Clinton's emails, nothing there. Or then there's no intent. But with Trump, they can't find anything, but oh my God, people think that he's guilty as sin. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe. Be here on this channel tonight for the live stream, and go to the Stock Market Crash channel and go to the Nuclear Confrontation channel right now. Thank you.